everybody, E-Powered RC back again with the Twisted Hobbies 43-inch Edge 540, and as you can tell, I've pretty much skipped ahead a bunch of steps. She's pretty much all together now. Sorry about that, guys. Camera battery died. I wanted to get her done. So yeah, since the last time we spoke, I think I had the spar in. I glued the bottom half of the body. I've glued in all the servos, which you can do these now or later, it don't matter. Actually, I just did these a little bit ago. After I glued the bottom on, I flipped it over and I glued the top on. Before you even glue the top on though, guys, you have to make sure you install your elevator servo and your rudder servo. The elevator's on this side, will be your right hand side as the plane sits, and your rudder one sets up over here on the left hand side. So you got to make sure you have those set up before you glue this top section on. But once you have those in place, you can glue it on. You actually tack the rudder in place. I guess you could come back here and put some more glue if you wanted to. Both of the servo leads are supposed to come out the bottom, same side. So I made a little slit for the rudder. The elevator's got a hole where it comes out. You got like kind of a see-through hole there. After I did that, I went ahead and put these little wood pieces on here and here. And after that, you're supposed to be able to put the whole fin on. Slides down inside of here like this. But when I do this, I've got a gap. See that big old gap? So what I think I'm going to have to do, and I've got a gap on top and bottom. So obviously they made the wood piece a little bit too long, and I think I'm going to sand on the block a little bit, just enough where I can get that to meet up flush. But once I do that, I'll be gluing that on. I actually glued these two pieces on with hot glue. I glued all 4 servos in with hot glue as they suggested. Next, I'm fixing to put in my control horn here. I believe these two are for ailerons. And these are, I believe, are going to be my rudder and my elevator. A pretty big slot here for the rudder. Like I say, it goes actually on the other side. And then the elevator goes right here. Ooh, got a glare, sorry about that guy. The elevator goes right here. So I believe that's going to be this one. Yeah, I believe these will match up perfectly there. And then on the rudder side, those are actually cut for you. The ailerons are not. So when you go to do them, you're going to have to cut them out yourself. So I've got my clevises already installed. I'm not using any of the Twisted Hobbies hardware. Ball links, I think I've already went over how crappy the ball links were on mine over there. So yeah, on this one, I'm just using these little keepers. We've used them for years. These rods got a Z-bend, so I'll put the Z-bend on there. I'll put the rod through here. I'll line it up. I'll get it flush, and then I'll figure out exactly where the control horn needs to go. When you're mounting control horns, remember you want them to be even with the tip of the hinge. So it's going to look something like that. I'm getting a little bit of a glare. So yeah, it'll be, I think I want to offset them to match the offset of this. I had to double check mine over there to see how it's set up, but yeah. One thing in this kit that was totally different from mine, they've changed the way you do the landing gear. They have these little white blocks. See that? Can you see that white right there where the hole is? And there's like a groove for the carbon fiber right here. Well, you have to put on each side. You got to put one down inside there, glue it in place, and then put your carbon fiber rod in. I actually messed up on this side. I don't mind admitting it. You can see that one really good. but I actually glued in the carbon fiber on this side before I put it in, so I'm going to have to cut it and glue it down there later, but it will still be fine. It's going to hold the landing gear on just fine. They went to a different style totally. This landing gear on my old one, you see you have the little cut piece where the landing gear goes in it on both sides. It's screwed right next to the body. I guess for some reason they decided not to do it that way no more. So now they actually give you these little plastic clip things. See, this is the piece that I forgot to put in right here. It's flat on one side and it's grooved on the other side, so that should have went right down inside of here like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the groove part off, stick this down inside of it, stick that one inside, and just glue it all right there. But then you have these little bands, and the idea on the back side is you just stick the gear on it, stick the gear down on it like this, and then you got these little things that's notched. They're just 3D printed parts. I've got a 3D printer, so it's just something different they came up with. I guess they did that so you don't have to put holes in the carbon fiber gear. So anyways, on the bottom of the plane it will look something similar to that. Trying to get a good light for you. I've already got my axles in, but I think I'm going to find some longer ones because the screw was actually tightening up on the wheels. We're going to use bigger wheels on this one. We're going to put these suckers on it. A whole lot bigger than the stock wheels. I don't even know what I did with the stock wheels. They're somewhere around here, probably in the bag that I'm giving the guy back with all his pieces. But yeah, and we're actually going to put a real tail wheel on this sucker. So that's the tail wheel that's going to go on it. So yeah, next time you see it, it should be fully assembled. I just mounted the motor to it, and I think I'm going to do the control horns next, hook up the rods, and then I got to figure out this, and after that mount the gear, and she'll be just about ready to rock and roll. I've already started trying to run the wires. I got to figure out where to mount the receiver, speed controller, and she'll be ready. So yeah, I'm very happy. I had planned on being done by Saturday, and I'm gonna be, so as long as I don't run into snags. So thank y'all for watching this series, and hope you learned something. Hope it was helpful. Remember guys, if you build one of these, if you find these little plastic things in there, definitely pay attention to how they go. Totally different. So thank y'all for watching. Happy flying.